Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to Sports Road, where sports meet passion. My name is Suleiman Akufam. As usual, I'm your host for today's episode. And on today's episode, I will bring you transfer update. And before the transfer update, Charlie, yesterday we had the shockest news in the world ever. Yes, we just woke up to the news of we losing a great gem, of course. Yes, Diogo Jota and his brother Andres. May their soul rest in perfect peace, and they'll be buried in their hometown today. And the body has already arrived in Porto. Yes, Charlie, it's not easy. 1 minute silence for them. All right, Charlie. Looking at what happened yesterday, we can see that Charlie is not just watching the football. Oh. They are part of us, and we are part of them. The proximity is very close. Charlie is very close. It's like we become a one family. The world was in shock. Somebody who had just done his lung surgery, doctor advised him not to travel by air. So for that matter, he was just traveling by road to go and pick a ferry and go to UK, join his club. They are starting the preseason training on Monday, and he went to meet his death. Very tragic one, of course. Sports Road, our deepest condolences to their families, especially the newly wedded wife and the 3 kids. And wherever they are, may God be pleased with their soul. All right, so let's move into the transfer windows. Charlie, we know that as the season has come to an end and they've opened transfer windows here, Charlie, a lot of things will be making their signings. All right, so we'll quickly move into the camp of John Duran. Yes, John Duran was Aston Villa forward who was mostly coming from the bench and given, of course, when he comes from the bench, he delivers. So Anase saw this prolific one, of course, so they signed him, and he had already 1 season in Al Nassr. So Fenerbahce came in for a loan spell, and Al Nassr has given the green light, and everything has been set. So John Duran will be joining Fenerbahce next season on a long-term loan spell, and Fenerbahce will be taking full responsibility of what his wages, full responsibility of his wages. So let's see what John Duran will go and do in the Turkish League 2. So more on the transfer update. Chelsea. Jamie Bino Gittens. Yes, we understand that Dortmund has brought out the comic that Chelsea has met the requirement, which is the 55 million euros to sign Bino Gittens. Charlie, who has offended Chelsea? Has somebody said something wrong that has offended Chelsea and they are just signing like that? Unless they don't see any player or unless they don't hear any player, they are going in for him. You understand? Just about 2 days ago, they signed João Pedro from Brighton. It's not easy. And we hope these people will come and strengthen the forward, do a whole lot of stuff for the team to go to where they want to be. Next on the transfer update, we have Sumaila Koulibaly. Yes, there is a deal between Strasbourg and Dortmund. Yes, Sumaila Koulibaly is a defender for Borussia Dortmund. So Strasbourg has bid an amount of 7.5 million plus 1 million add-ons for this young defender to land in what? In League One. Yes, precisely Strasbourg. So let's see how the deal ends. More on the transfer update, Charlie, we have Nico Williams. We're here and we heard Barcelona has already, like, they are almost finalizing the deal. But as of yesterday, as the Spanish league president was addressing the media, he said Barcelona doesn't have the money to even to register for or to register Nico Williams for next season, Charlie. So the guy has to also think, is either he stays or he goes to Barcelona and he wouldn't be registered for him to play for next season. And he's a young guy, of course, very good forward who has like many capabilities, so he can't just be sitting at the bench. So he has made his mind to stay at Athletic Club, and he has renewed his contract until 2035. And the release clause has been what, 50% what, more than the initial release clause of which was what, 58 million euros. You understand? So Nico Williams will be staying in Athletic Club for the remaining of what, next season until 2035. Yeah, so next on the transfer update, we have Tomiyasu and Arsenal. Charlie, this Japanese defender came in, and it has been a whole lot of stuff as he had an injury. So his contract will be terminated with immediate effect as his career has already come to an end in Arsenal. So Tomiyasu and Arsenal will terminate the contract, but it's mutual argument, right? It's mutual argument. So that is it. And next on the transfer update, we have the Ghanaian striker, the Ghanaian forward, the Bournemouth one, of course, Antoine Semenyo. Charlie, he has also extended his contract until 2030. Yes, a whole lot of clubs showed interest in this young guy, this young talented striker, of course, but he decided to stay in Borussia Dortmund. Sorry, he decided to stay in what Bournemouth because he had unfinished business at Bournemouth. You understand? Yes. So Semenyo has extended his contract until June 2030. Charlie, Dortmund has sold a lot of their players, so if they will continue to be selling next season, will they be competitive in the league as we saw them this season? All right. So next on the transfer update, we have Ilanga, Charlie, Ilanga and Newcastle. Newcastle bid 55 million for Ilanga, so we are waiting to hear from Nottingham Forest if they will allow this talented striker, talented forward, winger, of course, to join Newcastle for them to strengthen their forward. All right, so that was it for today's transfer update. Always like, comment, and share for more updates. Thank you.